All right, so let's talk about something that has been getting a lot of attention lately, the upcoming 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser. And honestly, it feels like Toyota's gearing up to give us the Land Cruiser we've been waiting for. Something that mixes the old school, rugged charm with the modern upgrades everyone expects today. Now, if you followed the Land Cruiser over the years, you know it has one of the most loyal fan bases on the planet. People love this thing not just because it's reliable, but because it's one of those rare SUVs that actually lives up to the hype. It's the kind of vehicle you'd trust to take you through the desert, across mountains, or just pick up your kids from school without breaking a sweat. But in the last decade, especially when Toyota moved it more into luxury territory, some fans felt like it drifted a bit away from its roots. The 2026 model seems like Toyota's way of saying, "All right, we hear you, let's bring the legend back." The first thing that stands out is the design. The new Land Cruiser has that classic, boxy, upright stance people have been craving, almost like a modern throwback. The proportions feel right. It's muscular without being over the top, clean without being boring. You can definitely see inspiration from the old 70 series and even a bit of the 80 series DNA. The front end is bold, with those squared-off headlights and a grille that looks like it's ready to take on the next century. And then the overall body lines. They're simple, they're strong, and they scream Land Cruiser in the best way possible. It feels like Toyota took the modern SUV trends and said, "Nah, let's do it our way." But here's where things get really interesting. The engine. The 2026 Land Cruiser is expected to lean heavily into Toyota's new hybrid setup. And before you assume that means it's going soft, no. Toyota's hybrid systems are surprisingly strong. And the whole idea is to get more torque, better fuel economy, and more reliability long-term. You're basically looking at a vehicle that's more efficient and more capable at the same time. And torque is everything off-road. You want that low-end pull when you're climbing rocks or powering through sand, and a hybrid can deliver that instantly. It's a smart move. Speaking of off-road, Toyota didn't hold back. The upcoming Land Cruiser looks ready to handle whatever you throw at it. You're getting features like proper full-time four-wheel drive, locking differentials, crawl control, and a suspension system built for punishment. This is the kind of SUV that's happy on pavement, but honestly feels most alive once you leave it. What's cool is that Toyota is bringing back that sense of adventure. It wants the Land Cruiser to be something you'd actually take off the beaten path, not just a luxury SUV that looks tough. And from everything we've seen so far, this new generation seems to hit that balance perfectly. But don't think Toyota forgot about comfort. Inside, the 2026 Land Cruiser gets a major upgrade. The interior is way more refined than previous generations, but still very intentional. It doesn't go overboard with huge screens or distracting tech. It stays practical, simple, and easy to use, which is something Land Cruiser owners actually appreciate. You still get all the modern necessities, a crisp touchscreen, wireless features, upgraded sound system, and better materials all around. And the seating layout looks super comfortable, especially for long road trips. It has that go anywhere, do anything vibe, but with a cabin that you actually want to spend hours in. Now, let's talk about one thing everyone always wants to know: pricing. The Land Cruiser has always been expensive, that's no secret, but Toyota seems to be aiming for a sweet spot this time. It probably won't be cheap, but the buzz is that it might come in more affordable than the older, full luxury versions. And honestly, that's a good move. It makes the Land Cruiser accessible again to the people who actually want to use it, not just park it in a driveway next to two other SUVs. If Toyota can hit that balance of capability, comfort, and price, this thing is going to be everywhere. And of course, we've got to compare it to past models. If you look at the older Land Cruisers, the 60, the 80, the 100 series, those were icons because they were tough, simple, and dependable. They weren't trying to be luxury SUVs, but they became luxury by reputation because people trusted them so much. Then the 200 series leaned more into premium comfort and the 300 series did the same globally, even though the US didn't get it. What the 2026 model seems to be doing is blending all that history into one package. It has the toughness of the 80 series, the refinement of the 200 series, and the efficiency of modern Toyota hybrids. It feels like a return to form, not a copy of the old models, but a modern reinterpretation that respects what made them great. Overall, the hype around this SUV makes sense. It's familiar but fresh, rugged but comfortable, efficient but powerful. And in a market full of SUVs that are mostly designed to look cool in a driveway, the 2026 Land Cruiser seems like it's actually built for people who want to explore, travel, and trust their vehicle no matter where they go. It's one of those rare cars where you can look at it and immediately understand why people get emotional about the name Land Cruiser. So, yeah, if you're a fan of the brand or you just love vehicles that blend heritage with modern capability, this is definitely a model worth keeping an eye on. We're getting something that feels true to its roots, but smart enough for the future. And honestly, it's about time. Let me know what you think. Would you buy the upcoming Land Cruiser? Does the hybrid setup excite you or make you nervous? I'm curious what the community feels about this direction. But one thing's for sure, the Land Cruiser legend is far from over. And 2026 might just be the year it takes its crown back.